My garbage person of the week is, unfortunately, once again, Elon Musk. And the reason that he's my garbage person is actually twofold. The first will become clear pretty fast after you read this tweet. It's from Goya Bean Groiper, who tweeted, "Bring Nick Fuentes back on Twitter. He's been banned since 2021. What happened to your promise, big guy?" And he added Nick J. Fuentes. Interestingly, he did not at Elon Musk, but Elon Musk saw it because that's who he follows. And what I love about that post isn't that he's just asking for Nick Fuentes to come back, but he attached that photo, which is what Nick Fuentes looks like. That is a representative image of Nick Fuentes. That just any random time you see Nick Fuentes, that's what he'll look like. Anyway, moving on. So Elon Musk, one of the richest people in the world, responded to that anti-Semitic troll, as he does, saying, very well, very well. Like it's like 50 million people marched to his house with a petition. He's like, very well. It was a troll who tweeted him, and he says, very well. He will be reinstated, provided he does not violate the law, and let him be crushed by the comments and community notes. It is better to have anti-whatever out in the open to be rebutted than grow simmering in the darkness. First of all, no, it's not. Second of all, you little coward, can you at least say anti-what? He won't even say what it is. He won't even say what it is that Nick Fuentes does. Nick Fuentes is a Nazi. And I don't mean like, he supports these policies and these values, and if you connect all the dots, it kind of seems a little bit reminiscent. No, he's a Nazi. He wants to be a Nazi, he's proud of being a Nazi. That's what he is. And that's who Elon Musk is advantaging here. And he tries to make this into a moral stand, saying, fate loves irony but hates hypocrisy. I cannot claim to be a defender of free speech, but then permanently ban someone who hasn't violated the law, no matter how much I disagree with what they say. This will probably cause us to lose a lot of advertisers and makes me sad, but a principle is a principle. First of all, you already lost those advertisers. Don't try to like backdate it with this. That's not how that works. Second of all, him saying like, I have to be principled. No, you already banned left-wing journalists and activists. You've already done that. You already hounded the guy publishing vague information about your flight patterns. You've already done that. Cis is already banned as a term on Twitter. You've already done all that stuff. We're done with this idea that you're a free speech warrior, but look at what he thinks is like his trump card that gets it back for him. It doesn't, that's not a thing. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Listen, in order for the damage report to keep on going, we need viewers like you to become a member on YouTube. Can you click the join button on YouTube today? Thank you. And bear in mind, like he's responding to people, like people who post things like, you work for Jews. This is what Twitter is these days. It always kind of was this. Now this is what it is. This is what Elon Musk hath wrought. And he is trying to make it more like that. And by the way, he responded to that saying, well, I don't condone all of the actions of any one group. While I won't even acknowledge what they are, by the way, I must admit to being openly philo-Semitic and generally try to see the good in all people. Like aid workers that I call pedophiles. I try to see the good in all people. He's philo-Semitic. So first of all, credit to him for Googling what the opposite of anti-Semitic is and then using it. But I also remember the things he's posted, like his reply to Jewish communities have been pushing the exact kind of dialectical hatred against whites that they claim to want people to stop using against them. To which he said, you have said the actual truth. Elon Musk is not merely platforming anti-Semites. Elon Musk is an anti-Semite, okay? That is the issue. That is why he's my garbage person. And also because he destroyed Tesla's entire supercharger team. They have to do price cuts because he has done so much damage to the brand of Tesla and wants $50 billion as a bonus that they kill the 500-member team that has produced the single most praised part of what Tesla is. I hate everything about him. He's the worst and he makes us all worse. Brett, what do you think?
I just want everybody to give themselves this test and ask, is this your first day on the planet? So many people like Elon Musk show up to a discussion of how things should be on an internet website, as though this is the first time anyone has ever thought of it, because it's the first time they've ever thought of it. And rather than do a little bit of due diligence and research, which if you were a real good businessman, you would consider market research and would be part of the era before you try to buy and take over a site like this, you would discover it is a very complicated situation. Many people who talk about politics have never thought about politics. They never realize that, yeah, you could say a bunch of things that are little tiny truths, but you realize then you have to create a policy and they kind of overlap in ways that you wish they didn't and get a little messy. John outlined all those ways. He's already taken positions, but since it's his first goddamn day on the job, he hasn't realized he's taken positions that we can very easily describe as like just what is part and parcel for coming out with policies on a website like this. But they love to bring him back to the simple things like, oh, it's just free speech. John has outlined that he's already taken those stands, and he's absolutely right. That's stuff I would bring up, but he already brought it up very well. So I agree with you, John, on that. That is, it's not that no one wants a Nazi on the website. It's that that guy has made it, so by his own logic, that Nazi shouldn't be on the website.
Yes, and not just like it is not. Guy will call for the mass murder of Jews. Community note says that's bad. The system is working. That's not how this is supposed to work. And if a person was making those threats against Elon Musk, he wouldn't allow it. As I said, he banned the guy who was just publishing where his plane flew to, because he was worried that that might lead to violence. But a guy like Nick Fuentes, who has literally called for perfidious Jews to be executed, no, that's fine. He gets to talk. I'm not one of those people. And it just seems to align with the hatred that he has had for Jewish people in the past. So I guess it's okay. Or when Fuentes jokes that the Holocaust didn't happen and that Jews being burnt in concentration camps were like cookies in an oven. Doesn't affect Elon Musk, he's fine with it. Or when Nick Fuentes said that if Donald Trump ordered me to do an extrajudicial killing, I would perform it. I don't swear an oath to the Constitution, I swear an oath to art of the deal. Now, yes, some of the stuff he says is comical, like when he admitted that his dream wife is 16 years old. Seems like the right would have a problem with that. They don't like pedophiles supposedly, but they're perfectly fine with him. Or when he claimed that having sex with women is gay, that's weird. Or when he joked that he could never be married to a woman because in a fit of rage, he would kill her, but that was a joke. No, it's good that he's going to be organizing an audience on Twitter, making money on Twitter, thanks to the ads, what little remain being posted next to his stuff. That's all good, that's all good. All this is good, Brett. I don't have a problem with this anymore. I don't know why I was so mad before. Anyway, with that said, here is your community garbage person of the week, for which 53,000 people voted. Coming at number 5, Eric Bolling only got 2% of the vote for being triggered over Joe Biden eating a salad too slowly. Number 4 and number 3 are tied at 6% of the vote. You have Ron DeSantis for kissing Trump's boots in a Florida meeting. Oh, poor Ron DeSantis. He can just never get more than 6%. And Rudy Giuliani for trying to break laws to help Trump again. Your runner-up with 30% of the vote is Bill Barr for endorsing Donald Trump after calling him a threat to democracy. But no, 57% voted for your community garbage person of the week. That is Kristi Noem for, you know why. Something to do with the shooting the dog, I think. Anyway, I honestly thought that would get more of the vote, but thank you to everybody who did vote. We do appreciate it. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?